Welcome to OOTO TV, the out-of-the-office investigation from the past into the future of health. This time we're discussing health benefits of rosemary. Hello, I'm Bob, and we're really embarking on an incredible exploration today. We're looking at a plant most of us probably have in our kitchen, right? But its true potential, well, it goes way beyond just seasoning our food.
And I'm Sue. That's so true. Today we're delving into the fascinating world of Rosmarinus officinalis. Yeah, just rosemary. We want to uncover the scientific backing for all those medicinal properties people have talked about for ages.
Exactly. Our mission is to investigate its extensive health benefits. We're talking brain impact, immune system support, even things like hair growth, pain relief, and interestingly, gut health too.
And we'll look at the specific compounds, what makes it tick, and the latest research. And we'll definitely be asking, is rosemary really beneficial for memory, cognition, and intestinal health? That's a key question.
And just as importantly, are these health benefits of rosemary safe? We need to cover that.
Absolutely. We'll show you how the health benefits of rosemary are powerful and how health benefits of rosemary significantly improve health and function. It really reveals that rosemary can improve health and well-being in some truly remarkable ways.
Okay, so where should we start? Maybe with the brain. That connection seems ancient.
Yes. Let's start there. It's one of the most intriguing areas. For centuries, like you said, rosemary's been linked to remembrance. Shakespeare even mentioned it. But now science is actually catching up, affirming these old beliefs with real data, moving past just folklore.
Right, and it's down to specific compounds in the rosemary itself. Things like 1,4,8-cineol, carnosic acid, and rosmarinic acid. They're showing incredible promise. For instance, there was this study with elderly participants. They took a moderate dose, 750 milligrams of powdered rosemary, and the results: significant improvements in their speed of memory and overall alertness. That's not just a story anymore.
That is so exciting. I mean, think about that. A boost in alertness and memory speed. That could genuinely make a difference in daily life for so many people.
Totally.
But I remember reading that study, too. Wasn't there kind of an interesting twist regarding the dosage?
Yes, there absolutely was. A really important point, actually. While that 750 milligram dose showed clear benefits, the study found that a very high dose, something like 6,000 milligrams, it actually did the opposite. It led to a significant impairment in speed of memory and decreased alertness.
Wow. Yeah.
So it really highlights that more isn't always better. It underlines how important finding that optimal dosage is if you want to harness these health benefits properly.
That's such a crucial point. Anyone thinking about using it needs to know that. It really underscores the need for, informed use. But still, the positive findings at those appropriate doses are incredibly compelling. And it's not just memory, right? It goes beyond that. We're talking neuroprotection.
Exactly, neuroprotection.
What does that actually mean? How does rosemary achieve that protection at, a cellular level?
Right, so neuroprotection is basically about safeguarding our brain cells, protecting them from damage, from degeneration over time. And the research points strongly to rosmarinic acid being a key player here, especially combating conditions like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease.
How does it do that?
Well, it seems to work by kind of rebalancing the brain's inflammatory responses. It reduces the pro-inflammatory signals, those things that cause stress on cells, and it increases the anti-inflammatory signals. So it's like it helps the brain's own protection systems work better, modulating inflammation like that. That's a huge discovery.
That's huge.
And there's more. There's also evidence it helps in epilepsy models. It seems to reduce seizure severity and how quickly they start, possibly by helping regulate GABA.
GABA, the calming neurotransmitter.
Yeah, exactly. That crucial brain chemical that calms nerve activity. Plus, it acts as an antioxidant in the brain, too. The range of effects is just pretty astounding.
And what about the other one you mentioned, carnosic acid? You called it a mitochondrial marvel. Mitochondria being the cell's powerhouses. What's its role there?
Carnosic acid. Yeah, think of it as like a specialized cleaner and protector for your brain cells' power centers. It activates this vital internal defense pathway, boosting the body's own powerful antioxidants like glutathione. That shields the cells from oxidative stress.
Okay, so protection.
Yes, but also renewal. Even more remarkably, it seems to stimulate something called mitophagy. That's the process where cells clear out damaged mitochondria, the worn-out powerhouses.
Oh, interesting, like cellular housekeeping.
Exactly. And that's crucial for preventing brain cell death, especially important conditions like Parkinson's. So it's not just passively protecting, it's actively helping maintain and renew brain cells from the inside out.
And I saw something connecting this to a wider health picture. Some research links these neuroprotective effects from compounds like rosmarinic acid to this idea of type 3 diabetes mellitus.
Right. That's a term some scientists use to describe how insulin resistance in the brain might contribute to neurodegenerative diseases. It suggests that rosemary's compounds might be tackling these shared underlying problems, hitting at the core mechanisms of these really complex conditions.
Fascinating. So it's working on multiple levels.
It really seems to be. And, it's not just the brain. These anti-inflammatory and antioxidant capabilities, they're really central to its broader health benefits, too.
You're listening to OOTO TV with research by author Paul Bulow.
These fundamental properties, they kind of cascade into improvements all over the body.
Yeah, I'm just so enthusiastic about this part. Carnosic acid and rosmarinic acid, again, they're the stars here. They're incredibly good at neutralizing those harmful free radicals, reducing nitric oxide production, stopping lipid peroxidation, basically acting as the body's own cleanup crew, protecting us from daily wear and tear.
That's right. And it's not just theory. There was a study, okay, it was in broilers, but listen to this. Giving them dietary rosemary extract significantly boosted their overall antioxidant defenses, their internal shields, basically.
How do they measure that?
They saw increased levels of key protective enzymes, things like glutathione peroxidase, GSHPX, superoxide dismutase, SOD, catalase, CAT.
Okay, those are heavy hitters in antioxidant defense.
Exactly. And at the same time, it decreased malondialdehyde, or MDA, which is a marker telling you there's oxidative stress happening.
So direct evidence of better antioxidant status. That's really compelling. It shows how these health benefits of rosemary significantly improve health and function.
Definitely.
And the anti-inflammatory side is just as impressive, isn't it? Rosmarinic acid, again.
Right. It's shown to modulate the immune response. It brings down levels of inflammatory signals like IL-1 and TNF-whey. Those are key drivers of inflammation.
Mm-hmm.
And it also downregulates this pathway called NF-κB. That's like a master switch for immune and inflammatory responses.
So it's calming things down at a really fundamental level. That's powerful stuff for fighting inflammation anywhere in the body, whether it's chronic stuff or just everyday irritation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving from those sort of complex internal workings, let's talk about something maybe more visible. Hair loss. A lot of people struggle with that. And rosemary essential oil has popped up as a natural option.
It really has. It's true. There was a study, it went on for 6 months, looking at men with androgenetic alopecia, that's male pattern baldness. They massaged diluted rosemary oil into their scalp twice a day. And guess what?
Oh, yeah, how good.
They saw the same increase in hair thickness as the group using minoxidil, which is, a standard hair regrowth treatment.
The same increase. Wow.
Yes. But here's the kicker. The rosemary oil group reported less scalp itching.
Oh, that's a huge advantage. Better tolerability means people are more likely to stick with it. Comfort and effectiveness, that's key.
Exactly. It's a big win for actually using it consistently.
And it's not just hair, right? Rosemary oil seems to help with pain, too.
Yes, various types of pain. For example, stroke survivors. In one study, they had a 30% reduction in shoulder pain when they got a rosemary oil blend massage along with acupressure.
30%.
Yeah, and that was significantly more relief than just acupressure alone. It shows a real synergistic effect, maybe a good non-drug option for managing that kind of pain.
Imagine the relief that could bring someone dealing with that kind of persistent pain after a stroke. That's significant.
Definitely. And for chronic stuff, too, like rheumatoid arthritis. Get this. 15-minute knee massages with a rosemary oil blend 3 times a week led to a 50% decrease in inflammatory knee pain. 50% in just 2 weeks.
Okay, that really underscores how the health benefits of rosemary are powerful and can be genuinely life-changing for people dealing with chronic pain.
Absolutely life-changing. And even for simpler things like poor circulation, Raynaud's disease where fingers and toes get really cold, topical rosemary oil might help by helping dilate the blood vessels, warming things up, improving blood flow.
Okay, let's shift focus again. Let's turn our attention to the gut. This is a big area in health now. So the question we need to ask, is rosemary beneficial for intestinal health? Traditionally, people used it for indigestion, bloating, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But the new research seems to be digging deeper.
It really is. Moving beyond just symptoms, studies are showing that rosmarinic acid offers gastroprotective effects, like against stomach lesions caused by alcohol, for instance. It improves antioxidant levels in the stomach lining and protects that mucosal barrier.
So potentially helping prevent ulcers, not just soothing, but actual protection.
Exactly. Active protection for the digestive lining.
And what about the gut microbiome, that broiler study you mentioned earlier?
Yeah.
Did it look at gut bacteria?
It did, and this is fascinating. The dietary rosemary extract actually seemed to reshape their gut microflora.
How so?
It significantly reduced the relative abundance of several types of bacteria, often considered less beneficial, or even potentially harmful genera like Lachnoclostridium, Escherichia shigella, Marvin-Briantia. And here's the really insightful part. These reductions in those bad bacteria were negatively correlated with improved antioxidant and immune capacities in the animals.
So a direct link. Better gut balance linked to better systemic health, immunity, antioxidant function.
Precisely. That connection is incredibly important. It suggests rosemary isn't just a superficial aid for digestion. It seems to work at a really foundational level, contributing to overall health and well-being through its impact on the gut. It truly shows how rosemary can improve health and well-being.
That's a profound link. Okay, so besides all these internal benefits, what about more practical, maybe external uses?
Well, rosemary essential oil has strong antimicrobial properties,
Mm-hmm.
meaning compounds in it like camphor and 1,4-8-cineol. They're effective against a range of bacteria and fungi.
So useful for.
Well, it makes it a natural choice for deterring certain bugs, maybe in a repellent, and also potentially as a food preservative, helping things last longer naturally.
You're listening to OOTO TV with research by author Paul Bulow.
And just circling back quickly to circulation for anyone struggling with cold hands and feet or just generally poor circulation, rosemary oil applied topically might really help by dilating those blood vessels, boosting blood flow.
Right, and that's not just about feeling warmer. Better circulation helps deliver nutrients, remove waste.
Yeah.
It's good for overall tissue health.
Exactly. These health benefits of rosemary are truly life-changing for people who deal with those kinds of circulation issues daily. It offers a simple yet effective way to support the body's natural functions.
Wow. What an incredible journey, really, into the world of rosemary. It's so much more than a kitchen herb.
Isn't it, though? It's abundantly clear that rosemary can improve health and well-being in so many different ways.
Yeah.
We've really seen how its health benefits of rosemary are powerful,
Yeah,
and how health benefits of rosemary significantly improve health and function across the board.
absolutely. We've touched on enhancing memory, alertness, providing that crucial neuroprotection against really serious conditions like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, acting as a potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant agent. We explored its role in potentially stimulating hair growth, alleviating different kinds of pain,
Boosting circulation.
right, boosting circulation, and even positively influencing our gut bacteria for better digestion and immune health. The sheer range is just astonishing.
And we kept seeing how those specific compounds like carnosic acid and rosmarinic acid are really at the heart of these benefits. They're working at deep cellular and systemic levels, protecting mitochondria, modulating the immune system. These aren't just surface effects.
No, definitely not. Okay, so let's revisit those two critical questions we promised to address. First, is rosemary beneficial for memory, cognition, and intestinal health?
Based on everything we've discussed, the studies we looked at, the answer seems to be a pretty resounding yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw evidence for improved memory speed, better alertness, that robust neuroprotection, and also that positive shift in gut flora, which then connects back to better immune and antioxidant function. So yes, on all fronts there.
Okay. And the second big question, are the health benefits of rosemary safe?
Generally, yes. But, and this is a big but, there are important caveats, things you absolutely need to know.
Like what?
Okay, first, essential oils. If you're using rosemary essential oil topically, say for massage or on the scalp, dilution with a carrier oil like coconut or jojoba oil is absolutely essential to prevent skin irritation.
Right, don't use it neat.
Definitely not. And even more crucially, essential oil should never be ingested, swallowed, unless you are under the specific guidance of a qualified healthcare professional who knows exactly what they're doing. They're highly concentrated and can be toxic internally.
Okay, very important point. No drinking essential oils.
None. Also, for children under 10, some experts advise caution with rosemary essential oil because of compounds like menthol and cineol.
What about the herb itself, like in high doses?
Yeah, even the herb itself, if taken in extremely high doses way beyond culinary amounts, can potentially lead to adverse effects. Things like vomiting, even coma or pulmonary edema in severe cases have been reported, though that's rare and involves massive quantities.
So moderation is key, even with the herb.
Absolutely. And finally, potential interactions with medications. It's vital to be aware rosemary might interact with things like blood thinners, ACE inhibitors, diuretics, drugs for diabetes, or lithium.
Okay, so the bottom line is,
The bottom line is, always consult a healthcare professional before you start using rosemary, whether it's the oil or the herb, for medicinal purposes, especially if you have underlying health conditions or are taking other medications. Informed use is paramount.
right, responsible use lets you harness these powerful health benefits safely. So the main takeaway here seems to be that rosemary, used correctly in its various forms, offers this amazing treasure trove of benefits. It really does seem to be a potentially life-changing herb for many different aspects of our well-being. It's
Yeah.
like this ancient remedy that modern science is increasingly saying, yeah, there's something really significant here.
Absolutely. It confirms its place not just in our kitchens, but potentially in our approach to health maintenance, too.
So, thinking ahead, the question isn't really if rosemary can help anymore, is it?
No, not really. It feels more like, how can we best integrate this ancient wisdom, now backed by science, to unlock its full potential for human health?
Yeah, like what new research frontiers will confirm even more benefits? And what are the optimal, safest ways for everyone, to actually benefit from this incredible plant in their day-to-day lives?
Those are the exciting questions moving forward. How do we best use this gift from nature?